Well, hello, my friends, and welcome to the inside of my car and the inside of my head. I am smack in the middle of my first week of my 90-day recommitment to good health. And for me, that is a summary statement including clean eating, good sleep, and consistent exercise. And each of these three areas are areas that I have mastered theoretically in my head, but for whatever myriad of reasons over the past year, 18 months, I've gotten sloppy in all three areas. And, short-term sloppiness, we can survive. But long-term sloppiness, I've begun to feel the results. I've begun to feel the impact in my body, in my energy, in my thoughts, believe it or not. And I can see it in my son, because where I held myself to super high standard with him, it was a lot easier to do that while I was following and keeping to the same standard. But as I began to lower my standards in my own life, I even began to get lazy in what I would put into his body. And it's just not acceptable in my opinion. So I have called for a full court press of getting back up to snuff in my own life, and I'm so excited about it. I feel so much better already. Now physically, I can hardly tell a difference, okay, after 2-3 whopping days of the change, but just the energy of going back in the right direction. And guys, what it all boils down to is commitment. Okay, not making a commitment, but keeping a commitment. And that is what we are so dang bad at. Okay, as entrepreneurs, we're amazing at making commitments, but we're terrible at keeping commitments. And I've been really putting a lot of thought into that in my own life. And it's going to be something that I camp on a lot and that I share with you over the coming days and weeks. And I know that a number of you have already shared back and responded back to me that you wanted to join me in this 90-day journey, and I welcome you. I invite you. I'm thrilled to have running buddies and power partners. And again, you saw me on Facebook. I think we called them our e-power partners, our e-accountability partners, that were together online, okay? Which is great, fantastic to me. And you know what? To me, it doesn't matter if your commitments for the next 90 days are the same as mine, or if you have some completely different areas that you want to focus on, whether it's financial, professional, family goals, whatever. But I love this 90-day stretch of time. Over the past decade, I have just developed a habit of embracing these 90 days as a fantastic opportunity, this long stretch between the holidays and summer vacation, where when you crank it during this season of time, you can really create some momentum before the madness and the mass chaos of summer vacation hits. So whatever your goals are, there's always going to be an ebb and flow in life, okay? And you're going to see that just in the calendar year, the fiscal year. We've spent a lot of time talking about that in the past. So if you would like to join me on this 90-day journey, I would love to have you. Just post me a comment on Facebook. We're not going to do anything formally, okay? No formal program, no formal enrollment. Just say that you want to do it. Make your verbal commitment. Okay, now, y'all, it does start with making a commitment. That is a very, very important piece. But keeping the commitment is equally important, if not more important. It's about learning how to follow through and be a finisher. And again, that's what we are going to focus on a lot during the duration of this 90-day journey together. So if you want to join me, I'd love to have you. Post a comment, post your commitment, and you'll hear from me again very, very soon. Love you guys. Have a great day.